Hello and welcome to the Indie Bandits Twitch channel and later to be YouTube channel. We are going to be playing a bit of Costume Quest as part of our Indie Impressions series. I'm Joe and I'm joined by Archie today. How are you, Archie?
Alright, I'm not too bad myself.
Good, good. Should we just jump straight into it?
Why not?
Let's do it. Oh, choices. I guess Costume Quest is the one I want, right?
Let's do it.
Yep, there we go.
But which slot are you going to use?
Whoa! Spoiler alert. Secret ending if you choose slot 3. This game's well old, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
It's kind of old. It's got a cool aesthetic, though.
Aye, we're talking 9 years old. This one, isn't it? It's a 2011 release.
I love how playful the music is. Oh my.
I know, it's
Right, that guy kind of does look a little bit like me. Old Reynolds there.
I can see it. You know what though? now, we're gonna create a horrid precedent where everyone is going to believe that you look like this kid, and if we ever get cameras or surgery to make us good enough to appear on camera, people are going to be hugely disappointed.
I know.
Like
unless I get surgery to look like this kid, then that'd be pretty spectacular.
Yeah, it's one hell of a surgery. It's a weird aesthetic style. The hand.
I love
so
that.
Weird. I'll pick Mini Archie then.
Yeah.
I like how it looks like the drawings in someone's like school book.
Well, it kind of looks like a Charlie Brown cartoon, do you not think?
Yes.
It's got a very Peanuts kind of... like same what South Park has. They have a kind of very minimalist, like, Snoopy kind of look to it.
I
love it.
There's just needlessly thick lines on everything. Good. Here you go. Oh, he's quick. He's a quick wee Ben.
See, this is what I like. I like a little short introduction and bang, you're in the game. Straight into gameplay.
Fuck off, Ren.
Trick or treat.
Nice.
Man.
I love how it's just labelled grown up.
Yeah.
What's dietetic mean? Does it mean like healthy food?
Possibly. I have no idea. So, like, when the lights go off, it knows it's just showing that you've been in that house, so you don't need to go back to it.
It's a good wee, I guess, what do you call it? Like, not telegraphing, but something similar. It's an aspect of game design to tell the player what's going on. So, this was the game you played for our indie RPG episode on the podcast, and so anyone who watches this, they might want to go and listen to that episode of the podcast to hear your thoughts on this. But if not, then obviously stick around and watch us have a wee blast of it. It's, you were a fan, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, this is very up my street. Like, it's it's very got a lot of charm and appeal to it, and I don't think you get a lot of that these days in games. Everything's very serious. Not that I don't like serious games, but this is very nice. It's lovely.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a time and place for everything, and you love a good misery fest, so
I certainly do.
So it's not even that like you think games should always be like a bit silly and a bit daft, but he's
look at this guy,
Repugian soldier. Look at that face, bless her. She's dressed as a big candy corn, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
You ever had candy corn before?
No, I don't think so, actually.
Oh, it's fucking lush. It's like honey flavored Play-Doh. It's so weird. Like I've had Yank mates give us some, and it's flipping mental stuff. It is just like so sugary. It's American in like every way, shape, and form, and it's amazing.
I definitely want some.
Fucking love the stuff. It's I remember I think I got some like shipped over, and I had like a kilo or two of the stuff, and just fucking devoured it.
Well, I keep ordering giant cola bottles from Amazon, like the Haribo giant cola bottles.
Yeah, the jellies, not just glass bottles. I imagine.
Oh yeah, sorry, the jellies are like amazing. It's such crappy sweets, but I love them.
I love Tangfastics. Jimmy and I were talking about this on our last stream. We've got a flipping obsession with
Like sweets.
with sweets. Yeah, we were. They've nicked me sister. But
Yep.
yeah, we were playing Moonlighter, and there was some classic slime jelly. I'm doing with my sister. Nice. We were chatting about jelly beasts and the slimes that are common in RPGs, and then we got on to talking about how great Tangfastics are. Look at his little ragey face.
It's awesome, isn't it? This cute little pose tells you everything. Oh, so this is where you're going into combat for the first time, and it's like
nice. Oh,
yeah,
that's boss.
Like, how cool is that?
That's amazing. Look at how big the thing is as well. Like, it's towering.
Yeah.
Look at the houses in the background. Like, we are huge. You've entered battle. Defeat monsters in battle to earn experience points, candy, and other rewards. Press the X button to use your basic attack. I imagine this is square on my. Oh, smash it. Oh, nice.
It's a very RPG like this. If you want the big RPG experience of this game, you're not going to get it like. But this gives you something a little bit different, and in a good way, I'd say.
Oh, nice. I know people like hate QuickTime events, but I don't know. This feels like it keeps me a little bit more engaged. I want basic.
I don't
attack, right?
I'm not the biggest like. I don't love them, but I think there was a lot of. I think the problem was like back in the day, like around about probably the time this game was out, even before that as well, they were just being like overused at like every opportunity. But in this, it feels like it's got a bit more of a purpose. It's like increasing the strength of your attack, and it's not determining kind of a you win, you lose kind of situation, you know?
Yeah, it's well, these are QuickTime events that aren't binary. I kind of like those.
Yeah, exactly.
If you get me, where it's if I fail a QuickTime event, it's just you don't get the bonus. Look at his face. Oh, there's some good expressions in this. I know you'll appreciate it. It. Like, love this kind of like art style thing. It's very, like you said, Peanuts or like the Beano or Dandy and like all these kind of like older comics.
Yeah, it's great. It is so minimalist, but I think they do a lot with it. It's really you just could read it like without any issues.
There's a lot of jaunty music as well. Oh no, she's nicked me costume. Now he's just now he's just regular old Archie.
I know. How I usually dress for Halloween.
Oh, bless him.
It's really great.
It's very weird that it's got this kind of like auto-scrolling thing on the text. I'm not doing anything to plod this along. Like the text is timed, so you've got to read it in time with what they decided. Why would the cat barf? Oh no! This is
I have to put the butthole on.
You've got to because it's just funny. It's guaranteed that animal assholes are hilarious. Like especially drawn on in cartoon form where they just do like a little X. Oh, is this so I guess this is part of my quest to rebuild my my robot costume.
I had awesome cat left before I could thank him.
No,
I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is about the writing of the like Double Fine's games. They probably have numerous writers, but I'm sure it's like Tim Schafer who's like the, I guess the guy behind like a lot of the stuff that goes on there. But it seems like the DNA of what he considers good writing must just like run through the entire studio there.
Yeah, they probably
it's just so lovely.
Yeah. They probably have I don't know if you'd call it like a style guide, but there's probably like an ethos at the company. And
possibly. Like,
and I think for anyone interested, I think we should probably specify that we know that Double Fine have since been bought out, if I'm not mistaken, since they made this game 9 years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
So Double Fine aren't technically, I guess, what many people would class as an indie studio, but at the time of making this, they were. So, I mean, if anyone wants to get annoyed at the fact that the Indie Bandits are playing a game from a company that's not technically indie anymore, I mean, Just get a bit of perspective. Just get a bit of perspective in your life. If that's if that's your biggest complaint right now, I think you'll be fine. You should probably don't have much to complain about. Try these mummies though. They keep mentioning fists.
Each one of them's got something to say. Like
nice. Do you think they have like specific names for a reason?
Oh, possibly. I mean, not in terms of the story, but I can.
No, I mean like like
devs
devs or something. Like, is this a kind of thing? Like, if it was me,
yeah,
and you had to give like 9 kids names, you'd just go around the office and go, "Here's a list of the 10 people in this department." Fart jokes.
Right. Ancient wind.
See this in these parts, I have control over the dialogue boxes, but I guess in the cutscenes, there's like clearly there's timing they want to maintain, so they don't allow the player control of it. Which obviously, in like I guess by modern standards, isn't like great for accessibility, but you can kind of see why they did it, because it's obviously there's like a sort of timing you're meant to read these lines with, and there's a delivery, even though it's not voiced. But in these cases, they're like not that bothered. So I guess these are the like.
This is like what you
cul-de-sac mafia,
yeah, something like that. But they're like your first obstacle, I guess, that you've got to like find a way around.
Well, very much like the old GTA, where they used to cut off islands.
GTA 3, when they blew up the bridge and you couldn't get across it. This is effectively what that is at the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's just like, it's not gatekeeping. I don't know what you'd call it in terms of game design. It's just keeping the player from doing a particular thing, because that's just not part of the story, is it? You get through months.
It's a means of like bleeding information to you at like a steady pace, so you don't overwhelm too quickly.
Well, yeah, and this is definitely not the kind of game that's supposed to be like open world. Oh, I'm gonna twat this mailbox. Boom.
Some sweet stuff.
I guess the candy is the currency then.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not in a hurry. I was thinking that there'd be maybe I thought there'd maybe be a kind of like Pokemon-esque thing going on, where you can go back to your house and your mum will help you or something.
Tell you off or something.
No, actually, no, he's just like, don't forget to visit your mum every once in a while. Yeah, like,
look at that guy in the park with the little like ghost costume on.
Ah, yeah, we still got like massive eyes, like all the other characters. He runs quite quick as well, which I like. He doesn't dilly-dally. What's his name? Reynold.
Reynold and Ren.
So they're both called Ren.
Essentially, like.
Nice. It's a lot of twatting shit with your, what do they call it? A candy pail.
Yeah. How do you call it? A bag?
It's a flipping bag, I know. It was like a candy pail or something. I mean, that's if you have a little bucket, maybe. Ooh, treasure coffin. You never know. Costume material cardboard box. An essential structural element of my robot costume. I wonder who put it in that strange coffin. As do I. I assume there's some. Yeah, so go after Ren. Find out more about that creepy witch who stole my costume. Dorsilla ruined my costume. I need to rebuild it. Nice. And there's a few other stuff as well. Battle stamps. Status. Oh, nice. You standard shit. Oh, so I'm like 3 items off finding his costume thing. Okay, cool. Let's crack on. It's quite.
I think this one's down there, you know.
Sorry.
Oh, this game's really chill. Like, it's just like you can pick it up and put it down whenever you want to. And I think that's why I quite liked it.
Yeah, it's. Oh, yeah, well spotted. I mean, it is glowing green, but aluminum foil or tin foil, as it's called in the UK.
Or aluminium.
Yeah, I mean, it would be harsh to preface this with the statement "interesting fact," but the guy who created aluminium actually called it aluminum, and then like the scientific society in France were like, no, it doesn't follow the naming conventions of other elements, so we're calling it aluminium. So, so Americans are technically right on that one.
Well done, America. Like,
Yep.
you got your
So-
costume.
I know I'm back as a robot, an
Although how
illumin.
crappy the costume kind of is.
Yeah, but I love how
Like-
awesome in comparison it is. Oh, I should probably go chin them kids now.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
what? Oh, I saw that. Look at that. What that flip? I already said he was fast. He didn't need to go
I know,
faster,
look at
but
him
this
go,
is just.
Billy Whiz. No!
Oh, frog bins. Oh. Did he fall in it?
He just fell over. Like, so long, stinky.
Stink. Classic. Classic childish insult. I assume this is. Oh, is that a flippin' ramp? Yes, boy.
certainly is.
Oh, okay.
I hope if you can hit it, pal.
There we go.
Doink.
But I assume this is like a one-way thing. Yep.
Yeah, as far as I can remember, it is. Like,
Nice.
boom.
Now, bust through that big black monster talking gate. Oh, hang on.
No, you gotta go to the mummies.
Need to get through. Monsters took my sister that way. Yeah. Yeah, let's just chin these kids now that I'm in costume mode. Oh, them two are fighting
They're
each other.
fighting.
Over
Congrats.
their sweets and that.
Give us your sweets, man.
Oh. What is going on?
Yeah, it's a bag of
Oh,
sweets. The rest of them are-
Travis is a bit of a dick, isn't he? I feel there needs to be some kind of a coup to sort out Travis. I've just realised I've never given a wedgie to run. The dialogue's brill. Run, brave
It's
Samaritan.
great,
He is
isn't
as
it?
fast as he is impervious to reason. Programmed for protection. Here's my quest. Bullies are oppressing the weak in Auburn Pines. They must be stopped. Use my robot costumes boost abilities to outrun Travis.
I think.
Here we go. Oh, I just run past them.
No, run! Oh, he got you.
Right. So I've got to like. Hang on. I've got to chat to
Get
old
away.
Travis. There we go. And off I totter.
Off my tot.
Yes, this is like a race mode.
This is so stupid. That's a Bride of Frankenstein like kid.
Yeah. I assume I'm meant to avoid the leaves. It just feels like I should.
I think they're fine.
Well, I'm gonna avoid them anyway. Nice. The kids' faces as I'm like. What I don't understand is this is sort of like reality. Like this kid really has rocket powered shoes.
Why is her nose that shape? Like she's just like two circles stuck together.
Yeah. Oh, St. Nichols. Oh.
Oh man. That looked like Ned Flanders' car.
Which has been in quite a few car chases, if I recall correctly. Usually with Homer. I think in the early seasons they used to always have like a weird car chase between Ned and Homer. Right, so invisible glacial wind. So maybe it's like in the kids' heads that I'm quick.
Yeah, and it's like just slows anything to everybody else. Like,
Yeah, or like they all play along as well, like they're playing with like pretendy guns or whatever. It's like they've just like he just said knights can't be like walloped or whatever. I'm
yeah.
going to assume that that means this kid's tough. Oh,
Okay.
now I've got to switch companion. There we go. Wait, press and to switch costumes. So my mind just like.
So if you
switch
scroll
compa-
down to the bottom, I think.
I see that. There we go. Sorry, it was an up and down thing. I didn't realise. There you go. So I guess he joins me a bit party now.
Yeah.
Quest to rescue my
See-
sisters from monsters. I'm sure you've noticed the monsters. You had...
So
Nice.
isn't this just way more interesting than a save the world plot?
Yeah.
Like,
This little, like, dustbin lid shield. That's cracking that. What am I meant to be doing again? Oh, shit, wrong button.
Have a look in the inventory pile.
So I can swap out to him if I want to get around quick. Whoa.
Cool. So you've opened up more of the map now, so you should be able to go knock on more houses.
Yeah.
And find more missions.
Except the first one I go to is one I've already been to. This is the cul-de-sac I've just reopened, isn't it? Oh, there's the gate. My lesser half.
My lesser half.
as if like they're a married couple. There's a lot of good duo comedy in this, I guess.
Even though I'm the favourite.
Yeah. See, again, this is like the pre-timed dialogue.
Yeah.
Good old Everett. Everett seems canny.
I think you've just tried the same thing.
No, he told us to go up to it.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I guess is that the like expansion pack? Maybe the Grubbins on Ice thing. I've not obviously.
No. You go through these gates later on. Like that's like the second part.
Do you remember at the start menu I had the choice to play this or Grubbins on Ice?
Oh, Grubbins on Ice. Yes, okay. I think it's set around Christmas time, that one, but I could be wrong.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we've got to go and get the candy, right? So. Oh, nice. Oh. Schmark. And is that a door?
Nope, you just walk past the...
Yeah, I don't know why I assumed the door would be around the side of the house.
Yeah. So this is where the random encounters come into it. So yeah.
Oh, I wish I'd put them back as the knight so I would have seen that intro. Look at the knight, that's amazing. It is weird that they are... Are they little houses in the background? Is that the street? Yeah, we like towering
Yeah, it's little
street.
houses and there's like big pumpkins and everything.
Right, and these dudes. And that... Oh, that's a different one. That's like a... That's not like a timed majigger. The only problem with this is I know the game's like 9 years old, but all the prompts are for the like default Xbox controller.
Yeah.
And I'm using a PS4 controller. It's not like a big deal because I know what the prompts are. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong one. Whoops.
Oh well.
I mean, it's not like hugely consequential. Everett's not doing too well though. What's Missile Barrage? It's his special attack, right?
I just love how like over the top it all is.
How cinematic it is. I guess I want Guardian Shield, right?
Yeah, that's like a heal, as far as I can remember.
Well, I'm gonna hoy it on himself because I think he needs that. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Ah yeah, it did like 1 damage. He's got 8 damage because he's like on the fire.
He's on fire.
Got some rasms, some creepy treats. I assume they're all creepy treats. So we're gonna get the battle stamps. That was in the inventory menu before, wasn't it? Ah yes, and all the candles leading up to the path are gone as well. That's quite nice. We'll chat this kid. I didn't realise Blackbeard had lit candles in his hair. Is that something you were aware of? Is that meant to be common knowledge?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Oh, twat this thing.
So like you remember the big open world in like Final Fantasy, where you would go to level up. In this, it's like you knock on random doors.
Yeah.
And
I don't even get that joke.
For the last time, what is it? I do not want to play my harmonica.
I do not play the harmonica. I think he's dressed as a little like hobo or something. I think that's his deal.
Yeah, he's got this little was it
bindle?
Pail? Bindle, yeah.
I guess this will be useful in world. Oh, I forgot the mail. People keep. God, fuck's sake! I keep walking past the front doors. Oh, I like this. It's got like the drum roll.
You never know who you're gonna get.
Yeah. Noise. It seemed like a lot.
Yeah, he's got a lot of candy.
Yeah. Why not?
Do you want some candy?
Oh yeah, I already chatted to him.
Top left, there's someone over there. Looks like a bin bag.
There's a ramp as well with Abe Lincoln defending it.
Abe Lincoln's not letting you go by.
I'm going to emancipate him from this ramp. Oh, I need the password. That's bollo. Twat that. Have a crack one. Ah, nice little mystery. What's it? It's not a fetch quest. What are these kind of quests called?
I guess it's a fetchy kind of quest.
Yeah, but I don't have to come back to it. It's just like a collectathon, isn't it? Or like a mini
I guess so.
collectathon. Kind of. No, I'm quite enjoying this game. It's weird how a game that's like
It's
9
just
years old
daft.
is...
Like, it's just so silly
Yeah.
and charming, and I think, it kind of stands out still. Like, how many games are, like, set on Halloween and are this cute, you know?
Yeah, it's it is giving me a lot of like Earthbound Mother vibes. Like that had like kids in a situation that is like well beyond their remit as kids, if you get me. And just every bit of the dialogue's great. It's like
Yeah, I think that's just like how many, like, this is obviously a game that anybody could play. You could even call it a kid's game to a certain extent, but it kind of doesn't feel like that. It's got that family friendly kind of feel to it. It's like,
yeah, which doesn't necessarily make it bad either. It's like
yeah,
I don't
childish,
think a broad appeal should be a negative thing. Oh, here we go. I wanted to see the opening animation of the night. I mean, it's the same crack on, but like, and it essentially doesn't matter, does it? Who's dressed up as what? I don't think there's a...
No, later on, you kind of want to like maybe coordinate your characters in a certain way, but because you'll get more costumes than you have party members, so then you've got to decide which ones you want to like bring into battle.
Yeah, kit them out basically. I like the QuickTime event kind of crack on. I mean, it just makes the whole thing a little bit more like
engaging.
Yep. Yeah. Whilst you. Oh, I didn't even realize I could choose who I was attacking. I was just like mindlessly pressing them. But I do like the fact it doesn't really matter that much either. Like you said, this is quite a chill game. Oh, you can run away as well. I'll do the basic attack. Oh, Everett's nearly dead. Shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Gotta look after him.
Well, I guess I don't. I'm gonna just do the missile barrage and hope that we finish this fight off before Everett dies. Nope.
He's on fire now.
Yeah, but Everett's gonna die.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not fine. I care for Everett. I know I can't. I guess I'm gonna have to do the old basic attack. Poor Everett. I am very sorry.
They burst into sweets.
Yeah. Yeah. They just explode into a big pile of treats. Yeah, we need Sadie in the park. Do I have a map thing? Or have I just meant to remember what the old...
You just got to remember where stuff is.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem that it's that big of a map,
No,
is
it's
it?
tiny.
Oh, here. What's this up here?
Save.
That's the police. Ah, alright. So the police just ignore my plight and... Flipping hell. Right. Oh, hit the merry-go-round. Chuck old Everett. Everett? Is that his name?
Everett and Ronald.
Yeah. Why have they got old man names?
That's funnier, I think.
Yeah, I feel that might have been...
It stands out a bit more, because I guess they are a bit unusual. Like, have you ever met two people called that before?
Yeah.
No.
I wonder if... It's like they were just like, should we give all the kids... Or maybe it's, like I said, these are kids, but I feel they might have just taken the names from folk around the office, because they have the names of people much older than them.
or their parents' names or something similar.
Yeah. Oh. Sadie's a rude bitch. Exactly, Reynolds. Insane. Battle stamps. I guess this is the explanation of battle stamps for us then. Adds chance of dodging attacks, increased attack power. I can afford both, so should I just...
Go for it, man. Get them.
Get all them battle stamps. Alright, and now do I, equip them to the dudes?
You're going to apply them to... Yeah.
I'm going to... Yeah, I'll put the dodgy one on... the dodgy one. The one for dodging on Everett, because he was the one who got killed last time. In my head, that seems like. give him a bit more chance. Actually, we'll swap the costumes over because I like the fact that he was the robot. Just keep them in their original costumes for now because I like zip zap zooming around as well. So don't know how Everett does it though. Who's this guy? Creepy treat cards.
Oh yeah, this is like the collectathon element to it. I don't think I found all the creepy treat cards when I was playing this.
No, but I found a few of them, didn't I? I'm fairly certain I must have some already, right? Creepy treats, yes. At the end of the fights, I got one, the Rasms and the candy hair. That candy hair thing looks so weird. Right, let's crack on. Who are these dudes? Nice.
The Tomb Wicked.
Science in the monarchy. What a weird thing. But I love when characters say like uncharacteristic things. If you get me, like the idea that a kid would be aware that like of chivalry in the monarchy and it's a matter of manifest destiny. Yeah, like a kid that age would have any concept of manifest destiny either. Oh, and that kid doesn't. Oh. The costume pattern. So I guess this is another thing where...
yes, and I think that's going to allow you to get past if you've got the Statue of Liberty costume.
Yeah, so I've got to look around Auburn Pines subdivision, and then that'll help me get the costume for the Statue of Liberty costume. I do not want to dress up as the Statue of Liberty. It's not like anything against the Americans. I just had to once dress up as in a car dealership to flog some American cars.
You've never told me this before.
No? Oh yeah, in an old job doing promotion. Yeah, in my old job when I was doing like promo work and flyering, one day we were giving away I can't remember the American car brand, but it was an American car dealership and they were doing a giveaway. And basically I had to dress up as the Statue of Liberty for like an entire day and give people like donuts and shit. It was like most promo work. It was just sort of embarrassing.
Oh my god!
So I don't fancy doing it again in game. For people who've probably never had to, lose all their dignity in a car dealership dressed up as the Statue of Liberty. Getting their characters dressed up as Statue of Liberty is just a bit of fun, but for me it brings back too many bad memories. Let's get a bit more tactical in this shit, because I'm just rolling through attacks, which is something I always do in like early game RPGs. It's always just like pick an attack, pick attack, pick attack, pick attack.
A lot of RPG, like turn-based RPGs, have always been like that for me. I mean, like I've played a few of them and I do enjoy them, but I think there's rarely like tactics involved in them.
Well, I think there are, but again, this is one of these things that if you level up enough, you can just like circumvent any ideas of tactics. I mean, I know there's some games that are much harder, but you can sort of like always like brute force a solution if you're willing to grind for it, rather than using the obvious tactical approach. Oh, nice! I remembered the password. Oh, that was weird.
See, like, I generally think writing in computer games isn't like the best.
No.
Not to say that it's
right.
terrible, but it's never the best. It's always quite flat and kind of a little bit by the numbers. But stuff like this, like I don't know, it's got like its own like voice.
Well, I think that's it. I think this is the difference between the writing in this and maybe say something like Skyrim, which I know you're not a huge fan of anyway, but remember in Skyrim there was that thing that took the internet by storm about the arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
Which is kind of dumb, because this is just like, I guess like meme culture will jump on something that probably seems fairly innocuous at its time of creation. But I remember, I'm gonna probably say it was in NoClip, because it's a great channel and I listen attentively to everything they put out. But when interviewing the people who'd made Skyrim, one of the guys was like, I'd written like 1,000 lines of dialogue to be like sent to the studio and voiced by like the three people that did the NPCs in Skyrim. I literally had no intention for that to become like a thing. There's not, it's just that someone picked up on it. In my head, I didn't think the line was like that funny or anything like that. It was just like a generic like adventurer thing, generic adventurer line number 876, and people got picked up on it, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess I did write that. And yeah, it was literally nothing, and I think a lot of the lines were just filler.
It was like the frequency of how much that line occurred. Wasn't that kind of like the joke? Like,
but I don't think it occurred any more often than the other lines in it. I think it was more of like a random thing, but I think it just stuck in people's memory. And the guy who wrote it thought it was really innocuous. It wasn't planned to be any cleverer or smarter than the others.
Oh, I know, I get that.
It was just one of thousands of dialogue lines he'd written.
What I love in Oblivion,
get voiced.
Speaking about like the writing and everything, is like when Oblivion came out, it was obviously like groundbreaking, like this huge game, and they were trying like cool new things, like dynamic conversations between NPCs. And at the time, you're like, whoa, two NPCs will walk up to each other and have a conversation.
Oh,
but
Jesus,
if you look at that now, it's so fucking funny. It's like
It's like, do you remember Furbies? Do you remember Furbies back in the 90s? Do you remember you could have Furbies could have a chat with one another, and you just plant them in front of each other, and one Furby would be like, hello, I'm a Furby, and the other would be like, hello, I am also a Furby. I mean, obviously not in that tone, they had a daft voice, but it was it's one of those things where you oh, nice. It's one of these things where you think it sounds really good and impressive in theory, but like in Oblivion,
you've missed it, Drew.
Oh shit. Well, spoiled. It didn't work out as much as they were. Like, it's cool, and it was sort of groundbreaking at the time. But what that means in practice is like people walking around on a very set pattern, like animatronics at Disney.
Yeah.
And then occasionally crossing paths triggering certain dialogue options where it's like, this is dialogue option 27, greeting. This is dialogue option 54, response to greeting, and it's just like, and obviously it's so like programmed and like formulaic that doesn't sound like conversation anymore.
Well, yeah, and all the lines are written kind of like in isolation of the other lines, I imagine. So like the way we talk now, the tone of our voices kind of reflects the last thing that was being said.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
We're in the middle of a conversation.
In Oblivion, it was like, it wasn't that. It was like, hello, hi, how are you? Goodbye.
I remember. It's like, oh, today is really sunny, and then the other person like replies like really sad sounding. You're like, no, he was like happy when he spoke to you. You're not like reading the cues. Sorry, is there something I'm missing here? Am I meant to be able to get over this?
You've got to go to the other side of the cul-de-sac, I guess. Like,
around the neighborhood. What you think?
Not that way,
here or up here?
I think it's like the long way, like back.
Oh, like all the way around. I'm
all the way around.
Spin. Are there any houses around here? You think back down this road that had the race around?
You've probably still got a few houses left. On the right side as well.
Spotted. There we go. And here's one. Oop, just twatted the door.
Trick or treat. Why don't the adults look so weird?
That is not one piece of candy each. I'm just telling you that now. I know he's a kid, but he knows that's not one piece of candy. I already said the dude was pretty quick, but this is the speedy thing is actually just quite a useful and kind of daft function. Oh, here's our mate from before.
Same amount of candy.
Daisy's a ledge. Daisy's an absolute player. I've already hit these, haven't I? Right, so I'm going to scootle around. Oh, this house is not one I've been to. Very nice. I like how the little like candy pails or bags or jack-o'-lanterns or whatever the hell they are like lead you up to the path.
Yeah, it's good design.
I love it how it's like, are the grown-ups all dressed as police officers?
No, the last one was Bride of Frankenstein.
All right, so they're dressed up in costumes. They're not just all police officers. It's not a thing where like the kids see the grown-ups as like law enforcement or something weird like that.
No, I don't think so. That would be pretty cool though. You should watch. It's long, but when Double Fine were doing their Kickstarter, I think they had like probably the first incredibly successful Kickstarter for Broken Age. They had this documentary that kind of followed them out through the production from start to finish, and it is really a fucking good documentary, man. It's long. It's like because they were filming it over like the period of like what was it, maybe 2 years or something, and you just get to see like the team like either pulling their hair out or celebrating their successes. Like, it's still interesting though because it's kind of like it is a bit kind of like I don't know, is schmaltzy the right word where it kind of maybe makes
like they're doing something like really really amazing and powerful and world changing.
Not so much that, but maybe it's
like
trying to be a bit too emotional,
yeah,
where they put in like the nice music and people are having chats and
and everyone's having flipping breakthroughs at work, and you're like.
Something like that.
I don't think I've ever had
a grind.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever had like some kind of big breakthrough at my workplace. There's nothing that exciting happening during working life.
But
at least not when you're in car dealerships dressed up as the Statue of Liberty, like. But
it is worth watching though. If you need a bit of background noise, I just want to get a better insight of game development. It's good.
Is it on YouTube?
Watch. It's totally free to watch on YouTube.
And by that you mean they actually put it on YouTube themselves?
Like yes, it is on there. It's on their.
Because I know there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. No, it's just I'm just thinking. I guess I'll throw that in like the description. I'll link up to that for anyone who wants to watch it. So it's very good. Yeah, I'll give it a blast as well.
Oh, it's class. Yeah, I've watched it a couple of times. Well, because I like Double Fine and. But also like documentaries, so it's a perfect match.
Yeah. Did this also get made into a cartoon? You were saying this on the podcast, right? This got made into like a mini web series or something like that.
I think
like
so.
A Costume Quest web series.
I haven't seen it, but I did hear about it getting made into a cartoon. Whether they followed through with it or not, I'm not too sure. It's perfect material for like a little mini cartoon, though.
Oh,
like,
definitely one of those like web series that look like totally like they're done in Flash, which a lot of like more professional cartoons seem to be going with as well. There's a lot of like Cartoon Network stuff where you look at it and you go, back in the day this would have been on Newgrounds. Do you know what I mean? Like this, it's very much like the style. Like, oh, I thought I had him. Oh, is he? He can do magic shit. I'm guessing if he's the grubbin shaman.
Oh, you want to go for the magic user first?
Oh, yeah, I shit! I wasn't paying attention.
But what is good about that documentary? Like, you get to have a little insight, like Tim Schafer's writing, and like how he goes about it, and like when he's like formulating an idea, he just gets like A4 like sheets of like lined paper and everything, and he just starts writing like aimlessly, like just saying thoughts he's had, how his day's been.
Flow of consciousness type stuff.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Like, and he just does that until like ideas like start happening, and then I think when he gets an idea, he starts writing about that idea, and he just goes from there. And he says you do it, and you do it for like 30 minutes non-stop, and it's a great way to get out of writer's block. It's a great way to free your mind up and like get something on the page that you might not use. No one's ever probably going to read this, but it might give you an idea, might come into your mind, and it gives you something to roll with. I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Is he done out outside of like games, or has he always been like a writer in games? It just seems like the writing is so like different to what we've seen from computer games that you'd think maybe he is like. So you'd feel like maybe he's done something else. You know, or maybe he's like came from like TV or film or something. You know, it just did.
Well, as far as I'm aware, he was a programmer to start with.
Yeah, which is it seems weird that it's just like this sort of like hidden talent. I guess you'd have to say he is like this kind of like he was somewhere as a programmer, and then people are like he's not just good at writing code, like he's good at writing dialogue and story and yeah, I mean, what other stuff has he done for?
He did Monkey Island back in the day. I think that was his starting point.
the break, or what would you call it? The breakthrough,
Yep.
maybe.
Back at Industrial Light and Magic, apparently.
Ah, yes.
After that, he did Monkey Island, and I think he went on to make Double Fine in like the early 2000s, and he had Psychonauts, which... Oh no, he did Grim Fandango as well, like my favorite game ever made.
Yes, I know you're a big fan. I told you I'd tried playing that when they did the HD remake, and I didn't jump straight into it. I mean, like, I don't know if it was more gameplay than the writing, because I remember having a wee chuckle at it. Like, the delivery's quite funny.
Oh, Grim was great. I just love the story and the writing in Grim. Like the gameplay, not so much, but as a story piece for a video game, it still like holds up as being like almost entirely original, and no one's done anything like, well, maybe not as interesting, but maybe as what's the right word? Maybe as creative, I guess. Like, I don't know. He does this weird thing of kind of like juxtaposing like weirdness with dullness, if that makes any sense. Where with Grim, you're a guy in the underworld trying to get into the, I guess, the you're in purgatory essentially, and you're trying to get to the proper afterlife. But you're also kind of like selling like travel packages to people.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, what is it? You're at a camp in America, but you're also going inside people's minds and influencing them on certain things. And in this, it's Halloween, but you're also kind of like fighting these weird frog people. Yeah,
it's the juxtaposition, isn't it, between like putting two really differing ideas against each other that kind of like makes them both better. Like that sort of like sweet and salty combination, or having one thing that opposes one thing. It's like contrast. Oh, what am I meant to do here?
Yeah, the Duck and Apples game.
How do I duck?
A, probably.
Yep, you're right. Am I meant to like dodge any of them? I wasn't.
There will be ones with worms in them eventually. Oh, that one.
I see them, and the rotten core I'm probably not meant to get as well.
Yeah.
Victory. I'm a pro at Bob and Apples. Bob and Apples, I feel, is something that we will never, as a species, do again. The idea of having other people's slaver in a big bucket. It was already gross before the entire world got shut down due to disease, and I think now it's like, well, you can't bob for apples with a mask on, can you? So. I don't think that's going to happen. And also the idea of just sharing Slava with like 20 other kids is just, fucking gross. He gave us 20 pieces of candy when he was all about like the fucking detriments of too much sugar. Oh man, let's work out what I'm doing. I feel I've lost my way a little bit. An extra Globtrooper card. Find the kids.
And you got that costume pattern as well.
Yeah. Oh, something crashed. Are we good?
We're back.
We're back.
I'm back.
That was
I'm
weird.
here.
You there? Yeah.
Yep.
You can hear everything. Very weird. So I'm gonna find these kids. So I feel like I've spoken to most of them. This is Yes, I've spoken to him. This is one of the moments. I mean, I've been playing this game for nearly an hour now, and this is like the first moment where this is the kind of thing. That kid's definitely. Yeah, I was going to say that is definitely a kid who's hiding. I was going to say this is the bit in like RPGs where it's a little like, oh, now I've just got to fucking scour everything for a bit and see. Oh, that's a ramp.
Time for filler.
I don't even know if it's filler. It's just the point where you, well, I guess it is a bit filler, but it's like. When the quests turn into, now I've just got to go like back over every path and find something. It feels like, I guess I'm just meant to like take all this candy and jump around these ramps. There's this wee like path leading us around, isn't it? And that's like, do I want to jump back into that one? Probably not. Probably want to go all the way around because that one leads us back into the street. Yeah. So let's see.
Ooh, another green crate.
There we go. Hopefully this will finish me costume off. Nope, it's candy.
Haha, candy. You've been psyched out, man.
I want fucking candy. Oh, and that's it. That's the whole loop-de-loop. Have I missed some of the Heidi kids? like, yeah, see, now I'm at the point where I'm just, like, retracing my steps over and over again. It's not necessarily grinding, but, you know, it's just like, is this what I really want to spend my time doing? Like,
You haven't gone to this house.
I haven't, you're right, but, like, I know you want to, like, explore, but at this part of the game, it's very,
He's a cowboy.
very repetitive. I think it's a she, you know.
Is it a she? I apologize,
It's hard to
mate.
tell. They're very androgynous character designs. You think that's all the houses?
You haven't gone down to the. Is this where the Abe Linking sewer hatches?
Yes, it's down this way to the right. Is that a little bit? No, that's just the driveway. That's it. Well, I'll twat that. And that, I guess. I'm desperate for a bit of candy now, but I can't go in there because
But do you know how you get in there though?
it says I
tell
can't
you.
get my costume wet, so I'm probably
But
gonna have
you've
to
got
find
2
bits of
costumes.
cardboard.
So if you swap to the knight,
You think?
yep, and you do your shield and you walk through.
Ah, very clever, Archie. Well then, would never have thought of that.
Well,
don't think-
because you're fucking shit at games, that's why. pal.
Ah. So, oh, now I've got to. Oh no, I can just swap over the dude. No, I can't. I'm always controlling him, aren't I? So.
Mhm.
So I scoot all my way back. That seemed much smaller on the inside. Oh, right, so there's water dripping. Sorry, my screen's really dark. I couldn't see there was water dripping down off the top.
Hmm.
I can see that now. Sorry, I thought he was just didn't want to step in the water.
Oh, okay, I see.
I like a good
There's someone over there.
blacks. You're gonna have to guide us.
Do that.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah, that's
There you
how
go.
dark I like my screen. Should have probably adjusted the brightness.
Yay! You've got it, man.
Oh, it's like what? Yeah, that's like
So did
me
you
in
look
the
like that
deals.
when you were doing your job? Yeah.
Yep, I had a big. So I had this big like mint green robe, like the metal on the Statue of Liberty, and this in its like tiara thing was essentially like a big foam headband. You know, like those big silly foam fingers at like sporting events.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was basically like made of that, and it like went round from like the back of your neck up and over your ears like a hairband, and then into like one of those things that didn't sit like a crown. That the Statue of Liberty wasn't built by American hands. I think that's a joke. Yep.
Exactly. They knew.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, I just have a good chuckle at this game.
Yeah.
It's like, and you can go through.
And the fact that there are like, I was just drinking some beer. And the fact that there are
sorry.
like 4 kids dressed as Abe Lincoln.
One's
is
a
like-
superhero.
Is he? Which one? Oh, you mean the 5th one? Yeah, sorry. I thought you meant one of the Abe Lincolns was a superhero. I'm like,
No,
where's the
no,
superhero
no.
Lincoln? What superhero is he though?
Is
Russell?
that supposed to be the Flash or something? No, is he not like an Evil Knievel kind of thing? Sorry.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can probably go through here.
Boom. You can.
That line of dialogue's brilliant. People are breaking stuff. Finally, this party is off the hook. 50, that's a big haul for the thing. Abe Lincoln and 1. What a weird thing. The only she Lincoln. Way ahead of you. I want to know if kids in America really dress up as Abe Lincoln. Like, if that's oh. The hell?
Who would be our equivalent? Who would we dress up as? Like kind of like Prince Charles or something, maybe, or
It'd be
like.
it'd be so weird. The thing is,
I bet it fucking happens.
I don't know if I mean no, but if we dressed up as Prince Charles, it would be a joke. You know, like
Shall we
I
go
feel we'd put on like massive ears and
So we'll go get the cherries.
the what?
The cherries under the tree.
I can't. The squirrel's being a dick.
Ah, well, what did we do
Shieldy boy.
before, Joe?
I'm gonna go with Shieldy boy.
Exactly. Oh, I love that. It just You work it out, and it gives you a little kind of like not such a joke, but
Yeah.
funny bit of dialogue.
Well, cherry's the only thing I needed for that pie as well, because I feel like
Yeah, I think so.
I just like the robot. The robot's a good shout.
Put a pan.
Nice. Sorting this
More.
out. Oh, nice. Let's see.
Save.
All right, let's fight some monsters. Oh, is he dressed as like peanut butter jelly thing?
Yeah, I think that might be what it is. Like,
Remember that from like early days of the
Yeah.
internet? That it was like, was it a GIF? Was it an early GIF, or was it like
I
an
cannot
emoticon?
remember. It was an emoji or something. Or...
Yeah, I feel like it would be something that you'd like send on flipping MSN Messenger, and that's going back, showing our age.
So what's funny about this game, I'm not usually bothered by cosmetics in games. I honestly couldn't give two shits about them. But in this game, I kind of just want to try on all the different costumes just to see what the animations are going to be when you get into battle.
Yes, I get. Oh, I should have been. Yeah, you're right. I should have remained the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
I can swap Everett out as Statue of Liberty, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Can't do it on the fly though. You have to do it before
No.
a fight.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if this is just my. You can probably correct this if I'm wrong. I don't know if this is just my settings. But is there always like this white border around the fights? Like it's a comic book panel? Is that like
I think it's
part?
supposed to be like a comic book panel
Yeah.
because I've got it as well. And if you look at like kind of the stuff,
Ah,
at the
yes.
bottom,
It just
It's
closed in
overlapping.
there. Got it. Yes. Got you. Got you. It's very cool. It's especially with all the like onomatopoeia and or whatever they're called in comic book terms. The
Yeah.
all the whams and blams and smashes and stuff. I didn't see.
Did you ever see that Spider-Man the Spider-Verse film that came out?
I did not. It is
Oh,
on the
man.
list.
That is a film
you
and a
know-
half,
you-
but I'm only bringing that up because it has like comic book kind of lettering throughout the entire film. Like,
Yeah, it's also very stylized, isn't it? Is that the thing?
it's wonderful. Like, it's wonderful, fuck's sake. But it's very good.
What's wrong with wonderful?
I don't know. Maybe a bit dramatic for an animated film intended possibly for children.
Well, if it fills you with wonder, then I guess it is.
It does, I guess it is. Whoa, your frame rate's going a bit bitey on my screen.
No,
here.
that's you, pal. Oh, sorry, I just
Oh,
twired
damn.
that kid. No, we're good. That's
Okay.
hopefully that's on
It
the
is,
super
it is.
secret. I hope that's on the super secret Indie Bandits stream that Archie gets to watch, and not on the Twitch stream that
No, Twitch
other
seems
lovely
okay.
people get. Nice, excellent. Their faces are
He's
brill.
back.
The yeah, I mean we should preface the fact that like before people like lose their mind, like, oh my god, you haven't seen Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, that I am not a huge cinephile in any way, shape or form. I am quite averse to watching films, so when I say Into the Spider-Verse is on my list, it's a long list and I'm not really like forcing myself to get round to it. If you get me. Like
Fair enough.
maybe one night I might sit and watch it because I've heard such good things about it, and it feels like the kind of thing that I might really enjoy, because I'm not huge into the comic book films anyway, but this is animated and I am a big fan of animation.
Mhm.
So is it all animated? Shit,
Yep, every single thing.
it's a fully animated film. I know
Fully
it
animated
does the
film.
like I know it does a lot of like stylistic swaps and stuff like that. So I didn't know whether some of it was like live action, whether it did a kind of like occasional like Who Framed Roger Rabbit type deal,
Nope, all animated.
but just differing animation styles and visual
To
styles.
a certain
etc.
degree, yeah. The whole thing's stylish as fuck, man. In terms of
Yeah.
kind of like mainstream animated films, it really stands out.
Yeah,
Because everything
yeah.
that looks like Pixar, which obviously is not a bad thing to look like, because their films are amazing, but stylistically, there's a bit of I guess, repetition.
Yeah, I mean, but even then, I think a few of these like bigger like CGI studios all start to have their own visual style. Like I know you said everything starts out like Pixar, but there is very much in terms of like character design, etc. There's very much like like Illumination has their own kind of style. Pixar has their own kind of style. Do DreamWorks still make animated films? I feel like it's
You know
been ages
what?
since
I
we've
don't
heard
know.
anything from them.
I think they do, but I think Illumination bought out DreamWorks.
Oh, they bought them out. Oh man,
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think there might be this. I think there was some deal between them two a while back.
oh,
What that entailed, I've no idea.
hang on, I need to swap the other dude to Statue of Liberty. And Potter under here. Very good. And yeah, I haven't seen much.
That's a little ghost kid.
Is it the same Ghost Kid though? Because
It might be, yeah.
No, it's not. The other one was called Daisy. Oh, found them. It was a hidey hole kid. Yeah, I'm flipping like blind at this part. I cannot see anything.
Turn your brightness up, Paul.
I don't know how to do it. Can't be asked. I like a stark contrast, but obviously for games like this, which takes place almost entirely at night. Oh, maybe this was... I'm there? Oh, maybe I was wrong. I thought I'd done it all.
You must be missing like one house or something. Or...
I know. We'll have to Potter... It must be
I
up
think
in
they're
the
all
new
on the right
section.
side. I don't think you've been on the right side of that street.
Yes, I have. I did a run up it before because I did the little run down here like I did during the race. At least I feel I did. And then
Go
and
back.
Then, yeah, and
You
after,
sure?
yeah, I'm going.
Oh,
down now.
okay.
Maybe down here. But remember, I did the bottom side of
No,
the.
it's the
This
start
is
of the
my
game.
house. Yeah, this is my house. And I followed around that bit and jumped over the wall here, and then came back up here past the mummies. I think I've done every house past the mummies. I think there must be one back in the like new area past the teacher from the school maybe. And then that would be because that's the end of that one, and there's now along here left for us to do. So I'm feeling it can only be up past the this bit here, like into this section. Oh, there we go.
Voila. And there's a big box as well. Or chest, or whatever you want to call it.
Coffin.
Coffin.
You're the last kids, yeah. Because this is. I mean, I don't know if that was like part of the game or whether he was always going to say that.
He might have always got to say that.
Yeah, but now I can go through. But I also kind of want to get round here, which makes me wonder how do I get round there? Because there's you saw the chest thing, didn't you?
I know. So many secrets.
Mucho secret.
I think you go over this ramp.
Or just around here. Oh no, it's a wall. Sorry,
Nope.
I couldn't see that behind
It's
the
a
trees. Ah, here we go, and this kind of like leads me around. I know I should be collecting all the sweets, but I feel we should be coming close to calling it a day after we go through
Go through the gates and...
the gates, yeah, exactly. I'm thinking pop through the gates and call it a day. I think that's a good enough early game impressions for folk to sink their teeth into. That should be it.
Do you not want to go back up there, Joe?
Maybe.
Is that... Oh, no, sorry, yeah. Like, maybe do one last, like, sweep?
Maybe. I
After
mean, I've
the,
done all the houses,
high-
right? I thought I only had one more house.
I
to do.
understood. I thought
No, they
you-
didn't say that, did they? They just said you haven't done all the houses, but...
You've done one more, so...
Yeah, there's one. Shit. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked dark. Or maybe I hadn't done them all. What a mug.
Look at his glasses.
Oh, they're great. But when paired with his nose, which is not unlike mine, it looks very much like a Groucho Marx mask. Oh, is he
Who?
You know the classic Tash and nose and glasses set.
Is that what it's called?
It's based on Groucho Marx.
I had no idea. I just thought big noses and mustaches were funny.
They are, but I think Groucho Marx made them funny. I think you'll recognize him if you see him, because one, he looks like those nose and glasses and Tash sets, but he's also quite famous for having like the big cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
You'll see a picture of Groucho Marx and you'll be like, yeah, I see it. Right, so you reckon that's the lot? I see. I found that. Any problem? Oh, you fucked! Oh, you little bastards!
I think you've missed... Like, check on this side, right? Because have you actually checked?
And I did all the... And that's just up and around. Is that a two-way ramp? Nope.
No, we have to go this way.
And that I've opened. But I can jump over this, sort of. And that I've opened.
Go to the other side of the street.
Look, this side of the street. To there.
There's some. Yep, there's one.
Can't see the
Fucking hell.
forest for the trees. I am not good at seeing shit. Maybe I should have some like Groucho Marx style glasses.
Look at her.
Oh, nice! It's just holding the Torch of Liberty like a club.
Like a weapon.
Let's say the Bombardier or Guardsman. Man, always pick off the weak ones first. Anthem is her power. Oh, please. Oh, nice. There we go. Wasn't quite sure what that meant. Oop. Nice. That's the Black Cat power maybe in action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if you spotted it, but you see on her the Statue of Liberty's tablet, which would normally say I think the 4th of July, and I want to say 1776. Sorry, Americans, for not remembering the date of your independence. It instead says Halloween. I know. How good's that?
Possible.
That
is good.
Let's do it.
Look at this. How silly is this?
No, it heals us. Nice. That's great.
I don't know why photos inside like cartoons are always funny to me. Like South Park does it a lot when they just put like photographs of like, what was it, like Mel Gibson was one.
David Hasselhoff was the very first one. Do you remember? I think the very first time they did it was that early.
There you go.
Yeah, that's more obvious. Yeah, it was really early doors, wasn't it, when they did the old. I think Mr. Garrison got like a facelift or something, and he ends up having it's David Hasselhoff's face. Yeah.
Boom.
Nice. Well, should we stop it there, since this is I mean, obviously the more we play, the more we kind of would spoil it. But I think anyone who,
I mean, it's been 9 years.
No, but I mean anyone who would be interested in playing it, you don't want to see the whole game get played anyway, and I think this is a nice stopping point anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like if this was a prologue or chapter 1 or anything, that would be the obvious point to call it a day. So I mean, I'm sold on it. I think it's a cool wee game, and I mean, like you said in the podcast, it's full of charm. It's just like it's had me smiling throughout. You know, I don't want to chuck my controller through the screen or out like that. It's just nice. The writing's good. The gameplay is simple enough. You know, I mean, I don't know if like super hardcore RPG fans would like fall in love with it, or if it would like, you know, scratch that itch for them. But for me, it's like it's just fun. And isn't that what like games are supposed to be?
It?
Yeah,
absolutely lovely. Go buy it, everyone.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. I can't imagine it's expensive. It's a 9-year-old game, and it's cute fun and worth your time. Don't expect grandiose things from it, but it's just a fun experience, and I think that's that's what we look for a lot. I think in these indie games, we want, you know, we're fairly busy. Like, obviously, one of the pros of indie games, I think, is that they are usually shorter than a lot of these AAA efforts. But also, they're cheaper. And in some cases, they don't feel like they're designed just to sap your time, if you get me. They feel like they're designed for you to have a bit of fun with, and then call it a day. And that's you done. I feel this game like encapsulates that perfectly. You could chuck it on. I can go back to this, have 5 minutes, knock on some doors, whatever, and then pop out of it. It won't have me like going back to it for like season modes or shit like that, or flogging a shite either. It's simple and fun.
Exactly.
Out to add, Archie?
No, go buy it. Just go buy it and have fun, have a smile.
Aye. And I think we should definitely maybe revisit this around the time of Halloween, especially with our plans to scare the shit out of me with some other games. So I think it's in a month's time, pal. It's September is
That'll be fun.
We're already almost halfway through September, and in about a month we'll be playing a lot of scary games here on Twitch and later on YouTube, and yeah, I think we'll come back to this one as well when I need a bit of respite.
We'll end Halloween on Costume Quest as a leveler.
Thank fuck. It's like 6 weeks away, and I'm already bricking it because I do not like scary games.
Scary games are mint.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, until then,
yeah, we'll love yous and leave yous, and do all the good stuff that you have to do on the internet, like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. Check out the podcast if you want to hear us chat about it, not whilst we're playing it, but just chat about it. And obviously, leave us if you listen to our podcast and you like it, subscribe and leave us a review. Or if you don't like it, also leave us a review. We're very open to criticism, constructive criticism, of course. Please don't be mean to us. We're gentle souls, I think.
Be mean to me.
Don't be mean to Archie. He acts all tough, but he's not a tough boy. Bless him. He's got a nice, sweet caramelly core in the middle of him. So be nice to us, and come find us. Reach out, chat to us about this game if you've played it. Tell us what you thought, even if you disagree with us, or come find us on our Discord, where we're more openly available to be chatted to and at. And we'll see you next time. Ta-ra!
Cool. And a bit, guys. Bye-bye.